When the Amish built the 74 by 36 foot barn that you see behind me, I paid them to build earlier this spring. I had a feeling that they insulated it better than probably any structure I had ever been in. Not having a lot of construction experience, how would I know that? They did have their cousins who ran the insulation company come back 3 separate times until they were so thoroughly satisfied with the job that they had done that it looked incredible to me. I know rock wool insulation would have been preferable in this case, but you have to understand I was working with a budget that was trying to make a lot of different things work, and we had to get creative. We went with spray foam insulation in the end, and I have 0 complaints about it. I'm going to show you why in this video. On the inside of the structure right now, it is so thoroughly warm from the in-floor radiant heat and from the incredible insulation. There is not a single draft. There is not a single leakage of heat anywhere. I grew up in upstate New York. I am used to the winters here. It is 23 degrees outside right now, Fahrenheit. I am used to being in structures that have drafts coming in, wind permeating, the windows. I'm used to all of it. I have never been in a structure this big and spacious that is this warm. It's half due to the in-floor radiant heat, but it is also half in thanks to the insulation. And I'm going to show you guys the roof of the barn right now just to prove how well insulated the structure is. Growing up, anytime it would snow, usually there would be patches on the roof where it would melt right away, showing you where heat was escaping. It snowed 5 days ago, so by now usually the snow is melted off a roof. I will show you my neighbor's roof where all of the snow has melted off of it, and then I'm going to show you the roof to this massive structure just to outline how incredible these people are. They do not pay me to post this. I haven't talked to them in months. I am just in awe and think that we should model a lot of our society after these people. I think there's a lot that we could learn from them. I'm obviously very excited that my financial investment was a good one because I did put all of my money into the structure. So let me show you guys. It just blows my mind. There is not a single patch. Okay, there's the tiniest patch right there. That doesn't really even count to me. There's really no patches. And I'll show you a roof that obviously has heat escaping it. I mean, look at this. It hasn't melted an inch. Here is one of my neighbor's roofs. Sorry, neighbor, to throw you under the bus, but just take a look. This is right across the way. They got obviously the same amount of snow as me because I'm on the same plot of land as them. So look at their roof and then look at this roof. And I'll show you guys the back side of it as well. Unbelievable. One thing that really stuck with me watching the Amish work was that they would not settle for anything less than perfect. I watched them redo things, rip things out, put them back, stay later than they were supposed to, never charging me overtime. It was just never an option to them to not get something right. So when the first round of insulation had been done to the barn, they were not satisfied with it. They had their cousins come back. Second round done, still not good enough for them. It needed to be absolutely perfect. They came a third time and it was finally satisfactory to these guys. And the results obviously speak for themselves when you look at the roof. Here is the back side of the barn. Unbelievable. I've really never seen anything like this. And it snowed days ago. 5 days ago it snowed. You would think by now it would surely have melted from the heat inside of the structure, but no. On the back side of the barn here, this is also where the steam comes out from the in-floor radiant heat. Since my heat is powered by hot water in the concrete floor, and it's a cool looking steam when it comes out of here. And it's also powered by propane. My propane tank is currently buried. I do keep opening it once a week, every couple days now, to just check the gauge for when I will have to have it refilled, because there's definitely a lot of heat being pumped in the structure since we are having 8-degree nights right now. If you guys have never been to real upstate New York, like the Adirondack Mountain, upstate New York, you know we basically live in the Arctic up here. So I've had people comment on my stuff. Where's the gardening? Where's the farming at? It's not happening right now. It's not happening until April. I'm in zone 5B and it will remain a frozen tundra until halfway through April. Actually, we usually get our biggest snowfall the first week of April, and then spring kind of comes out of nowhere and explodes out of the ground in the most vibrant green colors I've ever seen in my life, and it's amazing. If you've never been in upstate New York in May, I highly actually recommend coming here then, or now, if you like the Arctic backdrop. I'm not sure a video can communicate how thoroughly warm and heated it is in here, but then this is the structure, and you can see there's 26-foot tall ceilings. Hi, Smokey. Hi, bud. She missed me for the 5 minutes I was outside. I'm working on powering that final shelf down, and then we're gonna go all in on doing arts, workshops, and educational classes in here to be continued. Then there's a loft up here. And I really thought that this was gonna be a huge energy drain, a structure this big. I thought I better start a business in here quick to pay off these bills because it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg to power this thing. And it just doesn't. And I didn't realize all my life I've been living in lazily insulated structures. I know spray foam has issues with health and the environment and all that. Look, I was just trying to get this open and get this done. Sometimes you can't do everything you want with stuff. Sometimes you have to work with a budget. If you're thinking about having a barn-dominium built and you live in a cold climate, I can't say enough about the spray foam insulation, but try and hire the Amish because you're gonna want the company to come back 3 different times to actually get it properly insulated. I never realized that 1 iteration or even 2 might not be enough. Again, this is just what I've been learning going through this process with my own structure. I would love to have a second one built at some point with these guys somewhere else because I just love working with them so much, but I'm just in awe when I pull in and I see all the snow on the roof. It makes it look like this is a snow globe barn, and it could not be warmer inside of this structure. These guys absolutely changed my life. If you guys like watching these videos about different aspects of the structure that I just had built this year, just this past summer, everything is still very, very brand new, stick around. And I always sign off with $24 trillion worth of farmland is about to be for sale in this country over the next 20 years. If you've ever wanted to farm, leave cities, grow your food, homeschool your kids, be out in the country, do any of that, now is definitely the time to get involved with something like this. And I also cover different ways you can buy this farmland, whether it be through loans or seller financing or charitable remainder trust. So stick around. Bye.